Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good, ma'am.
evening. How are you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely great and amazing day. This is a really amazing day.
All right. How was it amazing? What made it so special?
Because, ma'am, this year is last year in my college, so that's the reason I every day spend fully, without any barrier, without any boundaries. So I enjoy with my friend. Anything came mind. I just enjoy with my friend. Going to the any place, anywhere. It's a fantastic day. Every day is fantastic day.
Right. So, what all activities did you guys do?
Try to different city, try different food, eating different food, and every in my college, every in like a memorable place, beautiful place, we are go to that place and create some memory with pictures, photos, and videos, a lot of things. And that kind of thing we are explore every day. Means after the 90 days, my college is will over. So that's the reason we are we will think that we spend that 90 days well way. Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense actually. I mean, by the time your college ends, yeah,
Yes.
it all seems like a memory at that point. So it's better to enjoy as much as you can right now.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that's for sure. Makes sense. Fair enough. Right. So, right. So you said 90 days are left for your college. That is what you said?
Yes, I think April, May will finish my college. So I think 90, next is 100 day.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And out of that also, I think you'll have your final term exams also, right? So
Yes.
that's not the time where you can actually kind of enjoy or anything. That's the time where you
Yes,
have to
ma'am,
just
this semester, two subject, only two subject. Every
ah,
semester, a five subject, but this semester only two subject. So that's the reason there is no pressure. Yes.
right. That makes sense. Wow, only two subjects. So you don't have like papers for more than like two subjects?
No, only two subject. Today, was my internal exam finished. Like a second, a final internal, the 8 semester internal finished today.
Uh-huh. Wow. So you have 3 months to literally just like do two exams. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's nice. Then you guys can actually enjoy a lot right now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. That makes sense. Fair enough. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Before I proceed ahead, did you happen to have any sort of doubts or questions, by the way? Anything you wanted to ask from your own end?
No, ma'am. No doubt, any doubt. Yeah. Previous session we were discuss childhood topic that was really good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think we talked about past tense particularly. We wanted to discuss more of past tense. That is why we were discussing childhood,
yes.
right? That was the case. How is your tense practice going now? Like, are you good with tenses or are there any doubts still?
Now still doubt, ma'am. I thought that
Uh-huh.
I learned that tense, but when I will got any question and some worksheet, so that time I make mistake. So I think I need to lot of practice, lot of deeply learn that particular stance tense.
Oh, is that so? Hmm. Fair enough. Makes sense. It's gonna take a little bit more time because I can say this for sure that English is something that comes with a lot of practice. Because if you're not having an environment where you can constantly talk in English, it's going to take a little more time. But still, I think even if you're making little progress each day, that's good enough. Are you watching any shows or something like that?
Yes, I watch some English show randomly search on YouTube. English web series. There are a lot of comedy
Mm-hmm.
web series come in YouTube. So I watch that and some short clip. Watching some short clip and
Okay.
I just nowadays focus on the self development. So I watch some podcast Beer Bicep podcast in English. That's really good. And also TED Talks, some TED Talks, communication related.
Hmm. Fair enough. Right. So how is the TED Talks thing going, by the way? Because I know a lot of people don't like it.
Yes, some TED Talks is not good. I focus on the only what will give me benefit. I want to learn communication skills, so I search on YouTube TED Talks on communication skill. So that's the reason I like it. TED Talks entire full episode. And watch that particular episode every day, one time. One day watching 10 day every day. I watching that particular show, so I'm repeating that particular thing. That will
Hmm.
really help me, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's good. Hmm. Fair enough. Right. So is it helping out with the vocab? Mostly I recommend TED Talks and all for the vocabulary part. Is it
Yes.
doing that purpose?
Yes, vocabulary part. Wrote some any new word that write and make some sentence, and I
Hmm.
try to use it in my daily life.
Right. Fair enough. So is it helping?
Yes, it's really helping. It is whenever I watch any video, so the entire 10 minute, 15 minute beneficial for my growth.
Hmm. Fair enough. Makes sense. All right. I think by this time you must have like started watching certain shows also,
Yes,
or not? Are you watching like some shows, particular English like web series or anything of that sorts?
some particular so stand up comedy Komistan that available some English, and some English,
Ah,
so America Got Talent,
fair
lot
enough.
of that kind
Reality
of.
shows are a good way, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I think reality shows are also a very good way. Now that you say it, even I feel, yeah, that's almost a very good way to do it. But yeah, you have America's Got Talent, X Factor, and all these kind of things. So
yes.
fair enough, makes sense. Are you liking it by the way, or you force yourself to watch it?
Like it sometime previous 1 3 2 3 months before I was thinking that it is difficult to watch every day. So now it is habited. When I eat, when my dinner time, I just watch
Hmm.
open that particular any show and eat my food. That kind of
Yeah,
do.
that I can understand. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, some of it turns out to be interesting, but yeah, obviously not all of it because, yeah, it can get a little boring sometimes. So that's
Yes.
for sure. Makes sense. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Okay. I was gonna ask you that about your doubts, but since you don't have any, so I'm gonna go ahead with our topic for today. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So our main topic for today is fashion. But before that, we have two extempore topics if you have gone through the notes. One is, do people have a right to be happy or should they have to earn it? Or second, which is people should live on Mars. So what do you think about these topics? Which one would you like to talk about? These are all, both of them are very weird topics, but let's see if we can talk about it.
I think Mars. People should go to the Mars. I think
We should go to Mars.
I think, ma'am.
Why?
I think uh, there that particular planet.
Uh-huh.
If we'll stay there, in Earth, there are a lot of facility. We are there is oxygen, water, or 71% water, and there everything for our living purpose is Earth is best. If
Hmm.
we'll Mars, that kind of similar kind of thing, like a human will live in
Yeah.
long year, definitely Mars will be best place to live. And as you know, we know that uh, that's forget that name, who the plan the particular to go to Mars. I think forget that name.
Elon Musk.
Yes,
That's
Elon Musk. Yes, Elon Musk. I think he tried to uh, every some human are like their particular Mars if possible. I think it is fantastic
yeah.
idea. New planet, new thing will happen. New animal also uh, is there. So I think it's a fantastic idea to explore who want to explore the entire new planet.
Hmm.
So that would be really
Yeah.
helpful for that.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense actually, you're right. Would be interesting. Okay, fair enough. Right. But I think it's a long journey. I don't feel like it's happening anytime soon. So
Yes.
that's also there. Um, but good enough. Fair enough. Right. What about the other topic? What do you think about that? It's more of a question, right? So do you think people should have a right to be happy or should they have to earn it?
Of I think people should means not just to happy. So
Mhm.
if they will focus on their journey, focus on that process, definitely that process make them happy. So I think people should uh, like uh,
Mhm.
not chase to happiness, they make step focus means I want to say that people should focus on the stability part and the cultivation part. If they will cultivate something that, then definitely they will feel happy. Cultivate
Mhm.
something that everyday workout, everyday some goal that would be helping in coming future lot of happiness. So I think
Yeah.
yes, that thing.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. All right. Okay. What do you think about yourself? Do you think happiness for yourself was earned, or were you always like a happy person or had happy surroundings?
I think some all time not possible happiness because it's life every time down, off and down. So
Hmm.
sometimes we feel good, or sometimes we feel bad, down, very low. So
Hmm.
it is life. I feel that I'm not happy entire day. Sometimes it's like some coming some negative thought in my mind. So that way I thought overthink that time. That time I waste lot of time yesterday, I think yesterday, 3 day before, I was watching
Hmm.
a video on my my coaching program video, on academy video. So that time I watched a video, one concept on that. That time I didn't understand that particular concept. That's the reason I overthink that. I thought that if I will not understand, it will come in future. Then definitely I will not answer that particular question. Then I will not get mark. So I overthink one entire 1 hour. So that's the reason it will give me a negative feeling. So I think if that time I will just think that I just try to focus my solution part, how I if at that time if I will ask my friend, so definitely they
Hmm.
on the solve this question how it is that, and definitely make me happy. So I think it is uh, the process we should every day uh, face that everything have down and off and down situation.
Hmm. Okay. Makes sense. Fair enough. All right. Okay. Right. I think you spoke very well on the extempore topics. I need not elaborate anything further on that. Today, you're not making grammatical mistakes also. So that's good. Sorry about my throat. Okay. All right. Let's talk about fashion. It's a topic most of the people are not like that keen on. But yeah. But is that so? Do you want to talk about this topic? We can shift to something else also if you like. We don't
And
have to.
this topic is good. Anything you can suggest?
Okay. Fair enough. Right. Okay. So when we talk about fashion, first of all, are you even interested in fashion? Do you try to stay updated with the trends or anything? Is that the
Uh,
case with you?
no, ma'am. I'm not focused on fashion because I don't have any idea. Like, uh,
Hmm.
like I know that there are a lot of fashion. People are every day to follow the trend. Some trend are going on. They follow that trend. So fashion is good. In a different way. They some use some hairstyles and cloth. They some use some perfume and
Hmm.
some different type of thing. They focus on the trend. So I think
Hmm.
fashion is good for if someone don't know, when I meet someone, that impression
Hmm.
come to my fashion sense because I not talking that particular person any. also at that time the fashion is a main role. They can give me attention to that thing. I think fashion is the starting for conversation. Anything that I
Yeah, that's true. I think yeah, fashion is a conversation starter most of the times because when we look at somebody, we tend to comment on the way they've dressed up, or we tend to make first impressions also on basis of how they have dressed up, right? So, for example,
yeah.
if you see somebody really informally dressed in an office environment, we tend to judge them negatively, or we tend to
Mhm.
associate characteristics like lazy or not serious or responsible with such people. Even if they're like really responsible in real life, just because of their fashion sense, just because of their pick of clothes, we might end up really forming a negative first impression. So that's that. So what
Uh,
about you? Do you spend like a lot of time and energy in deciding what you want to wear every day, or not so much?
Not so much. Like I like when I feel that I need some cloth, so I just say my friend to choose something for me which is better for my look. So
Uh-huh.
I am very feel whenever I saw something that for me, so I'm very confused that like I wasted a lot of time choose any cloth. So that time
Yeah.
I talk to my friend and my like a brother. Uh,
Uh-huh.
they choose for me. So I think I am not a very passionate guy. Anything I just wear, just normal idea about that particular thing.
Yeah. Makes sense. Hmm. Fair enough. So you're not that keen of fashion.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Right. But okay, so in general, do you think being fashionable is important? Like we talked about that dressing sense is important, but
Hmm.
do you think, like with that, even being fashionable is very important? Like, staying up with the trend and all is important. Do you think that's necessary?
I think not necessary.
Mhm.
It will necessary when you very when you want to like run that trend like
Mhm.
if I will travel somewhere, so I want to like use different cloth for different season. This is a winter season, so I prefer some jacket and lot of thing which is better for winter. So I think that
Mhm. Hmm. Okay, makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you have to dress up according to the weather also. I know people who don't. Like, there are people who prefer fashion more than the weather. So sometimes they will, like, even in winters, they wouldn't wear like layers and layers of clothes just to stay fashionable or something. But yeah, I'm not judging them for that, but I can never do that because I feel like really under the weather most of the time. So if I'm like in a weather that's that cold, I would like fall sick very quickly. So, yeah, if I'm not covered up. What about you? Like, have you ever done this thing? Like, if you're attending some function and all, then even if it's very cold, you will try to, not dress up like the winter weather just to maintain the fashion sense.
no, I think no. Oh,
Never?
like means in my college that time I just like wear some cloth of some like a function college function. That time I focus fashion, but normal day I not focus anything. I just anything I wear, any going anywhere, which feel very comfortable. I just wear that particular cloth, and I'm not ideal about like a colored some colored dress, colored shoes, and a lot of things in their fashion. And the
Mhm.
people, my friends also, they you like every day they try to explore new thing. So I'm very confused that I asked that how why you are using this, why you wear this particular cloth. So
Yeah.
they explain me that it's the now trend. It's that particular celebrity is wear, and that kind of thing they said me. So I think it's interesting. Fashionable is an interesting
Yes,
thing. If you explore
it
someone, then
is.
definitely they enjoy it.
Have you ever tried to do this thing? Like, have you ever tried to dress up like a particular celebrity? You have ever done that?
No, man, not
Never?
no.
Oh, good enough. At least somebody is not a part of this, so that's good only. You shouldn't do that. So that's good. Okay, makes sense. Right. So I'm assuming you are not the person who tries to stay up with the trends all the time.
Yes.
Hmm. But what's your take on Instagram? I mean, on Instagram, people are updating or uploading some or the other trend every day. Do you think it's possible to keep up with all the trends?
Ma'am, please repeat the question. I didn't know listen
Yeah,
that.
my question was that you must have seen like on Instagram, right? The like I mean all trends of fashion somehow come first on Instagram and then anywhere else. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's possible for us to always stay that trendy?
Yes, Instagram is a different thing. Like Instagram always reads content like something that very trending. So that time is fashion definitely like very important. Like that particular video, like a 15 second, 30 second, they
Mhm.
want to grab attention. That's the reason they wear well cloth, well trendy thing. So I think that
Mhm.
time it is very important to fashion to wear some cloth. Yes, I think this is important.
Hmm. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. All right, okay. All right, right. So, when it comes to you, how would you define fashion? We talked about how we follow trends or not follow trends, or how important fashion is. So, when you have to define fashion for yourself, how do you think you would do that?
I think um means I feel that what means what means whenever you wear something that you feel after wearing that we feel is calm, like feel very comfortable. So that I would say for fashion, for my definition, like feel very calm, I prefer like no, only one color, nothing right, nothing there, just a simple just I think that feel make me energetic and like that make me strong confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my definition fashion is the very which you feel comfortable to wear something.
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. True. Makes sense. All right. Okay. Right. So, okay. So, do you ever take fashion tips from anywhere? Do you ever get influenced or take fashion tips from particular places?
No, ma'am.
Not at
I
all?
no, today I watched some video uh, when I saw means go to the topic. I saw that is fashion, so I searched on the internet. So I watched something fashion like some model. They share their opinion, what they think about fashion, what they using the 2023 some
Hmm.
fashionable cloth, that kind of thing. Not, but I never watch
Hmm.
anything, any suggestion, anybody.
Hmm. Okay. Makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, true. I think fashion is all about comfort at the end. I mean, for me,
Yeah,
I mean, I know
yeah.
people are who want to like keep it as a trend and everything, but I would
Mm.
define fashion as something that when I look at fashion, I want it to be comfortable so that I
Mm.
can wear it to various places, so that
Yes.
kind of a thing. So, yeah, I think if I have the chance to, I would keep it like that as well. So, makes sense. Fair enough. All right. Okay. We are about to end our session. Before I do that, do you have any questions or anything that you want to ask before I conclude? Because we are
No.
running out of time. Okay. All right. So I'll say for today's session, I don't think so. There were many grammatical mistakes. I think last time when we were talking, we were mostly talking about past tense and how to get better at past tense. Today, we didn't use a lot of past tense. Maybe that was the reason. But at least for other grammatical topics and errors, I can say you didn't make much. So I think that is some good improvement. But vocab is still like a weak pursuit for you. So I think if you really want to improve right now, try to focus a little more on the vocab part. Try to add more idioms and phrases, especially phrases, right? Because
Yes.
right now I know idioms are not that like useful most of the times, and when we're talking formally informally we don't use that many idioms. That's not how we talk in Indian culture. But um, do try to include some more phrases, right?
Mm.
To your vocab, general phrases, right? And while you're talking, try to upgrade the vocab a little bit. Don't use like really big words or anything, not like that, but upgrade a little bit, right? So instead of saying happy, try to say words like joyous, right? Something
Mm.
that's just a little different. Not difficult that nobody understands what you're saying, not like
Yes.
that, but just a little more formal or just a little more upgraded. That's it, right? I hope I'm making some sense here, right?
Yes. Yes.